And India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has got on board. He is emplaned now for home after concluding his 3-day visit to the United States. It was a very successful visit during which the Prime Minister participated in the 6th Quad Summit, which took place in Wilmington in Delaware, at the hometown of the US President Joe Biden, where Prime Minister Modi met Joe Biden in his hometown. And after that, the Prime Minister had gone to New York, and there he also addressed the Summit of the Future in New York. The Prime Minister held key bilateral meetings as well, and these included talks with Nepalese Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and the Kuwait Crown Prince Sabah Al Khalid Al Hamad Al Mubarak Al Sabah, the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. Earlier, PM Modi addressed the members of the Indian community, the Diaspora event. This was at New York's Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. The Prime Minister also hosted a roundtable of top tech CEOs, and they discussed opportunities in India. He invited the US to enhance its investment and cooperations between India and US businesses in cutting-edge technologies such as AI, quantum computing, semiconductors, and the like. Shubhendu Ghosh has covered most of the Prime Minister's programs, and he joins us live now from New York. Put into context this visit, what are the key takeaways, Shubhendu?
Right, Mark. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi concludes his visit to the United States, when we look back, we see how the relationship has been taken forward between India and the United States, not just at a bilateral level, but at a plurilateral level and multilateral level, the kind of engagements that Prime Minister had. The India story reverberated loud and clear, beginning with the Quad Summit. That was one of the first engagements on day one. We see how the Quad has expanded its scope of cooperation and its implication for the region as a whole. A lot of focus on the Cancer Moonshot mission, which is going to see these 4 countries collaborate in order to help nations of the Indo-Pacific deal with this challenge of cancer treatment, research, and more. We also saw the Diaspora engagement, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his characteristic style, had a splendid connect with the Indian Americans. 15,000 of them had gathered at Nassau County to welcome Prime Minister, and the energy was unmatchable. Many often think of the Madison Square welcome, but then Nassau County Stadium welcome is going to go down as one of the most energetic, most enthusiastic Diaspora program that Prime Minister Narendra Modi had ever attended. And there he also presented the India story as to what India represents and what do Indian Americans represent, and the manner in which they have come across, they have evolved as a force for greater good. It's a dynamic community, Indian Americans living in America, some over 4.5 million of them living there, contributing to the American society. But interesting how they also take forward the values and the culture of India and continue to celebrate it. Then we had the Summit of the Future, one of the main engagements of the final day. And Prime Minister made a very, very assertive address that he presented, talking about the challenges that stay, that promises ambition alone cannot help the world achieve sustainable development goals. It has to be matched by equally big and real action. And that combination between ambition and action is what is going to make the idea of sustainable future a reality for people. Those visuals of Prime Minister Narendra Modi concluding his visit to the United States, Mark. And yes, you mentioned key bilateral meeting, very important. Each one of them taking forward not just the bilateral relationship with the other country, but also the kind of force that India represents today. We had leadership of Palestine, of Ukraine. Both these countries are going through a deep crisis. Prime Minister taking out time to meet them from a galaxy of leaders also sends out a signal with the kind of force and presence that India represents. today and
Yes,
the manner in
Shubhendu.
which India stands at the side of peace.
Okay,
Mark?
we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Shubhendu Ghosh, for joining us. We just played out some visuals of the Prime Minister emplaining for New Delhi after concluding that historic and successful visit, 3-day visit to the United States. We'll continue with our regular programming. Thanks for being with us for the moment. Namaskar.